Think your fridge is the safest place for all your food? Think again, especially if you're over 60. You might be surprised to learn that some of the most common foods we refrigerate don't belong there at all. In fact, cold temperatures can actually ruin their taste, change their texture, zap their nutrients, and even create harmful compounds that could impact your health. As we age, maintaining a healthy appetite and getting the most nutrition from every bite becomes more important than ever. But if your tomatoes are tasteless, your garlic has turned bitter, or your bread has gone stale overnight, your fridge might be the hidden culprit. It's not just about keeping food fresh, it's about preserving flavor, texture, and vital nutrients that support your well-being. For seniors, this is especially critical. Your body's needs change as you age, and so does your relationship with food. The last thing you want is to unintentionally reduce the nutritional value of your meals by making simple storage mistakes. Whether it's potatoes turning gritty, onions becoming slimy, or bananas going black too soon, these little errors can make a big difference in your diet and health. In today's video, we're breaking down 9 everyday foods that you should never refrigerate, and why keeping them cold could be doing more harm than good. You'll learn practical storage tips, understand the science behind it, and discover how to keep your meals fresher, tastier, and healthier. So, stay with me till the end, and let's make sure you're not making these common kitchen mistakes. The dangers of refrigeration for seniors. When it comes to food storage, most of us think the fridge is the ultimate solution to keep our ingredients fresh and safe. But that's not always the case, especially for seniors. As we get older, our bodies become more sensitive to changes in food quality, texture, and nutritional value. That means some foods that seem perfectly fine for younger folks may actually pose risks when refrigerated. Imagine this. You're trying to enjoy a fresh, home-cooked meal, but the vegetables are mushy, the bread's gone stale, and the garlic tastes bitter. It's frustrating, right? But beyond the disappointment, there's a bigger issue. Cold temperatures can change the chemical composition of certain foods, sometimes even creating harmful compounds. For seniors, who might already be dealing with health challenges or nutritional gaps, this could mean missing out on essential nutrients or even consuming substances that aren't good for their bodies. You might be surprised to learn that every day, staples like potatoes, tomatoes, onions, and more can actually become less healthy when stored in the fridge. Knowing how to store these foods properly not only helps maintain their flavor, but also protects your health. In the next sections, we'll uncover the 9 most common foods that you should never refrigerate and how to store them the right way instead. 1. Potatoes. Let's start with a food that almost everyone has in their kitchen, potatoes. It might seem logical to put them in the fridge to keep them fresh longer, but that's one of the worst places you can store them. Here's why. When potatoes are exposed to cold temperatures, the starch inside them starts converting into sugar. This may sound harmless, but it alters both the taste and texture. Instead of the fluffy or creamy consistency you expect, you get a gritty texture and an oddly sweet flavor, especially noticeable when frying or baking. Even more concerning, when these sugar-laden potatoes are cooked at high heat, they can form a chemical called acrylamide, which has been linked to cancer in some studies. Not exactly what you want on your plate. Store your potatoes in a cool, dark, and well-ventilated area, like a pantry or cellar. Never use plastic bags, as they trap moisture and speed up spoilage. Always avoid eating potatoes with green skin, as this indicates the presence of solanine, a natural toxin that can cause nausea, headaches, or even confusion. 2. Tomatoes. Next up, tomatoes, a kitchen staple for salads, sandwiches, and sauces. But here's something most people don't realize. Putting tomatoes in the fridge can actually ruin them. Tomatoes are delicate fruits that continue to ripen after being picked. But when you store them in cold temperatures, the natural ripening process stops. This leaves you with a mealy, bland tomato instead of a juicy, flavorful one. In addition, cold storage reduces the levels of lycopene, a powerful antioxidant linked to heart health and cancer prevention. Keep tomatoes at room temperature, stem side down, and away from direct sunlight. This helps retain their natural taste and nutritional value. If your tomatoes are very ripe and you need to extend their life, you can refrigerate them for a short time, but always let them return to room temperature before eating to restore some flavor. 3. Onions. Let's talk about onions, the aromatic backbone of countless dishes. While it might seem sensible to refrigerate them to keep them fresh, this actually causes more harm than good. In the cold environment of a fridge, the starches in onions convert to sugars, making them soft, overly moist, and sometimes even slimy. Additionally, onions absorb odors from the fridge, which can give them a strange taste. The moisture also encourages mold growth, shortening their shelf life. Store onions in a cool, dry, well-ventilated space, like a pantry or open basket. Avoid using plastic bags, which trap moisture. Never store onions near potatoes. Potatoes release moisture and gases that speed up onion spoilage. If you notice sprouting, it's a sign of declining freshness, and those green shoots can cause digestive discomfort. 4. Garlic. Garlic is a true powerhouse in the kitchen, from adding bold flavor to boosting your health. But if you're storing it in the fridge, you might be reducing its benefits without even knowing it. When garlic is kept in a cold, damp environment, it tends to sprout prematurely. Those green shoots not only make the garlic taste bitter, but also indicate that the bulb is losing its potency and nutrients. One of the most important compounds in garlic is allicin, which gives garlic its strong aroma and offers numerous health benefits, including immune support and anti-inflammatory properties. Cold temperatures break down allicin faster, reducing garlic's health potential. Proper storage. Keep garlic at room temperature in a well-ventilated container, such as a mesh basket or open bowl. Never use plastic bags, as they trap moisture and speed up spoilage. Senior tip: use a clay garlic keeper to maintain freshness and flavor. This small change can help retain garlic's immune-boosting benefits. 5. Avocados. Creamy, delicious, and packed with nutrients, avocados are a favorite among health-conscious people of all ages. However, if you're storing unripe avocados in the fridge, you're making a common mistake that can ruin their quality. Cold temperatures halt the natural ripening process, leaving the avocado hard, rubbery, and tasteless. Sometimes it never ripens properly at all, which is a real disappointment, especially when you're looking forward to that buttery texture. Once avocados are ripe, you can refrigerate them if you need to delay eating them for a few days. However, keeping unripe ones cold will only extend their unripe state indefinitely. Let avocados ripen at room temperature. To speed up the process, place them in a brown paper bag with a banana or apple. If you only eat half at a time, brush the exposed flesh with lemon or lime juice before storing in an airtight container. This helps prevent browning and keeps the avocado fresher. 6. Bananas. Bananas are a go-to snack for many seniors, easy to digest, naturally sweet, and full of potassium. However, refrigerating bananas can quickly turn them from appealing to unappetizing. When bananas are exposed to cold temperatures, their skin darkens prematurely. Although the inside might still be firm, the chilling process disrupts the conversion of starches to sugars, making the banana taste less sweet and leaving it starchy. To keep bananas fresh and flavorful, it's best to store them at room temperature away from sunlight. Hanging them on a banana hook also helps reduce bruising and allows better air circulation. If your bananas do ripen too quickly, don't throw them away. Peel, slice, and freeze them for later use in smoothies or baking. Frozen bananas make an excellent natural sweetener and add creaminess to blended drinks. Room temperature, separate from other fruits to slow down ripening. If you only eat a few at a time, separate the bunch to slow the ripening process. 7. Uncut melons. Melons, whether it's watermelon, cantaloupe, or honeydew, are some of the most refreshing and hydrating fruits, especially in warmer months. But storing whole, uncut melons in the refrigerator can actually do more harm than good. When left in the fridge, the natural sugar development inside the melon slows down, resulting in a bland and less juicy fruit. Additionally, refrigeration decreases the antioxidant content, particularly beta-carotene, which supports healthy skin and vision. For seniors, losing out on these nutrients is a missed opportunity for better health. Keep uncut melons at room temperature until you're ready to slice them. This helps them fully ripen and maintain their natural sweetness. Once the melon is cut, store the slices in an airtight container in the fridge and consume within 3 to 4 days to keep it fresh and safe. Cover the cut surface with plastic wrap to maintain moisture. 8. Bread. Bread is a household staple, whether for toast, sandwiches, or a simple snack. However, one of the biggest mistakes people make is storing bread in the fridge. Instead of keeping it fresh, cold temperatures cause the starches in bread to crystallize more rapidly, leading to a dry, hard, and stale texture. Even if the bread is still within its expiration date, refrigeration can make it feel like it's been left out for days. To make matters worse, the moisture imbalance can cause the crust to become soggy, while the inside dries out, not what you want when you're craving a fresh slice. For short-term use, keep bread in a bread box or a cool, dry pantry. For longer storage, freeze it instead. Slice the bread before freezing so you can easily take out what you need without defrosting the whole loaf. If you live alone or eat smaller portions, freezing your bread prevents waste and keeps it fresh. 9. Olive oil. Olive oil is a kitchen essential, adding flavor, richness, and health benefits to countless dishes. But if you're storing your olive oil in the fridge, it's time to reconsider. Cold temperatures cause olive oil to solidify and turn cloudy or waxy. While this doesn't mean the oil has spoiled, it makes it harder to use and can alter its texture. More importantly, condensation can form inside the bottle when it's refrigerated, potentially leading to spoilage or even bacterial growth over time. Storing olive oil improperly also affects its flavor and reduces its antioxidant properties, particularly in extra virgin varieties. Proper storage. Keep olive oil in a cool, dark place, not cold, just cool. A pantry or cupboard away from the stove works best. Use dark glass or stainless steel containers to protect it from light. Senior tip: choose high-quality extra virgin olive oil and always keep the bottle tightly sealed to preserve freshness. Now you know your fridge isn't always the hero when it comes to keeping food fresh. For seniors especially, understanding the right way to store these everyday foods can make a big difference in flavor, nutrition, and even your overall health. A few small changes in your kitchen routine can help you avoid the disappointment of bland tomatoes, bitter garlic, or stale bread. And instead, enjoy the rich, natural tastes that make meals so satisfying. Taking the time to store your potatoes, tomatoes, onions, garlic, avocados, bananas, uncut melons, bread, and olive oil the right way means more than just preventing waste. It's about preserving the nutrients that support your well-being. As we age, staying mindful of how food storage impacts our diet can help us maintain our health and vitality. So were you surprised by any of these tips? Were you unknowingly storing some of these foods the wrong way? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your experiences. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more tips on living your best life as a senior. And share this video with friends and family who might be making the same food storage mistakes. See you in the next one.